Hello,
Are you in the market for a new laptop this year? Not only do we have the top 3 best laptops, but we also have the best prices to go along with it. The best laptop
On their list is the Moto G5, and they say it's the best cheap phone right now. The last phone on their list is the Honda 6A. They described it as a dependable budget phone that cuts a few corners. They wrote that it has a dependable battery life and a decent camera. It isn't the best phone, but it will definitely work for someone who is on a budget. To learn about all of the phones on their list, check out the article, Best Cheap Phones 2017, our top budget mobiles on TechRadar.com.
What one need to pay attention to avoid or to combat those part-time trading mistakes. I recommend to all traders that are starting their journey, so to speak, as a forex trader, to watch the full length of this tutorial so they do not continue, to repeat the same mistakes, all right?
Are you in the market for a new laptop? When it comes to finding the best laptop for your needs, it's not easy. For that reason, TechRadar.com has combed through and tested all of the top laptops.
All right? When I start trading first, I have the chance, to speak to, a very experienced trader, all right? And he told me a few things. He said to me, George, know your setups and trade only your setups. This is very, very important, advice. And he also shared with me what is going on in the financial market. And those discussions, all right, have allowed me to put my feet, so to speak, on the right place. So today, again, I want to share with you also, all right, my own experience, so you may also start avoiding those mistakes. Because if you don't know, you're going to make those mistakes first, and then you're going to try for many years to find out how to go around them. It's completely waste of time. So if somebody has already gone through that road, all right, you can also ask the person, how do I get there? And they will tell you, and it's also free. So let's begin our discussion today about combating part-time forex trading mistakes, like a rapid intervention force, part 1. Many part-time forex traders are in full-time employment, and for that reason, they can only trade forex as a part-time traders. The first mistake that most part-time forex traders are making is to analyze the forex charts from a smartphone or a tablet. Really, it is not the same thing to analyze a chart from a smartphone or a tablet as it is from a desktop. The best approach is to use a desktop to conduct a proper chart analysis. Then you only use the smartphone or tablet to execute the trade. Generally, forex part-time traders do not realize that this is a big issue, but they are making wrong FX trading decisions just because of that narrow viewpoint, talking about a smartphone and tablet from which they are analyzing the charts. All right, enough of my blah blah blah. So what am I talking about, my friends? All right. So here it is. This is Google Pixel 2. It's a smartphone, and we can trade from the smartphone. I'm not saying that we cannot trade from smartphone. All right. But what is happening is that a lot of part-time forex traders, they go to work, which is okay. They are working full-time. They want to double, so to speak, in the forex market, make some money, make extra revenue. They think that they can do it, and they are trying their best to do it. There is nothing wrong with that, all right? But the mistakes that they are making is that looking at a chart, all right, forex chart, from a desktop like this and analyzing it thoroughly, drawing channel, drawing trend line, using Fibonacci tool, is not, repeat, is not the same thing as one is doing exactly the same thing from the smartphone. It's not. If anyone say to you it's the same thing, you can quote me and say, George, say clearly on YouTube that it's not the same thing. All right? It's not the same thing. Now, tell me again, can you tell me, you go to a trading room, all right, where professionals are trading, and they are all using their smartphone to look at the chart. You won't see even one. What is the best approach is to first, all right, analyze the charts. Okay, so you spend time at home looking at the chart on your desktop. People say that the desktop is dead, the laptop is dead. All right, long life for the laptop, long life for the smartphone. The smartphone are very, very important for us. I do most of my activity on the smartphone. They are powerful tool. But when it comes to trading and analyzing the chart, one should first analyze the chart on a desktop. If you do not have one, the desktop are becoming very cheap now. With $200, £200, you can buy a desktop. All right, they are becoming very cheap. All right, so you can get one. All right, analyze the chart on it. If you don't want to buy a desktop, you can buy a laptop. So either a desktop or a laptop. Analyze first your chart on it. Draw your channel. Make your decision from the desktop. Perform your multiple time frame trading method from the desktop first. And then when you go to work and you're about to execute, talking about execution of the trade, into the trade, firing the bullish trading signal, all right? When the signal is fired and you are about to enter the trade, then, all right, my friend, you can use a Google Pixel 2 or other smartphone to enter your trade, or use iPad Pro, all right, to make your decision, all right, when you are trading during your break time, when you are looking on your screen to analyze the chart. Because now you know the bigger picture, you know what is happening, and now you are making, the decision from your smartphone and from your tablet. That's the best approach. Instead of using your smartphone or your desktop to analyze the chart, which is not the same thing, use a laptop or a desktop. That's the first mistake that a lot of part-time forex traders are making. And as a forex trader, I think, all right, you are my friend, and I would like to share with you that very, very important information, because a lot of traders are doing exactly that, but they do not realize at all that is a mistake, and they are dumping a lot of money away all the time, all right, until one day they realize, I have lost so much money in the forex market, and I know what I'm talking about, until I realize that it's not the same thing to look at the chart, all right? Even talking about moving average crossovers, stochastic overbought, using all the technical indicators on the smartphone and also on the desktop, it's not exactly the same thing. And you can quote me on that, all right? The second mistake that the part-time forex trader must combat as a rapid intervention force in the forex market. I hope you like that word, rapid intervention force. So something happened, you have a rapid intervention force, like the ambulance. They will rush to where the problem is, and they will try to fix it very fast. So we are talking about rapid intervention force. You must do something about that urgently as a part-time forex trader. All right? That's why I'm using the word rapid intervention force. All right. The second mistake that the part-time forex traders are making is to place a trade while they are at work without placing a limit order to take a profit at a target level. Consequently, a profitable trade may turn into a losing trade just because one has failed to set a limit order to close the trade profitably. So again, my friend, you are trading forex, you are part-time forex trader. Now you have done the correcting, you analyze the chart from home, from your desktop or from your laptop. All right. Now you go to work, you use your smartphone, you place the trade. All right. But one mistake that you are also making, you are not placing a limit order. So you place the trade and then you are very happy. You say, yeah, I'm going to get paid soon. You are waiting for your break time to check your screen again or to grab your profit. But please do me a favor, my friend. All right. What you need to do, once you place the trade, okay, you buy or sell at a specific price level, you set your stop loss, which is very, very important. All right. The next thing that you must do as a part-time trader, that is not watching the market full time. All right. You are doing other things, and then you are checking your smartphone from time to time. You must set a profit target level. Very, very important. Why? Because sometimes, as a part-time forex trader, as you place the trade, here you are busy doing your own thing, working for your boss, all right? And now, okay, during that time, the price went up, you bought it. So it went up 100 pip, it went up 50 pip, it went up 30 pip, it went up 200 pip, but you were not watching the screen, all right? So now your break time has arrived, or you want to check your screen, and you look for that trade, it's not there. It's gone. All right? Which means it was a losing trade. And then you are a little bit curious. You want to review that trade. So you go to your smartphone, all right? Or you go to your Google Pixel 2 or to your iPad Pro, and you check the chart. And you say, what? So this trade was profitable first. Now, what's happened? There was another economy news has forced the price to change direction. So you were completely right to place the trade, to buy or to sell, and you were profitable. But because you did not set a stop loss, you did not set a limit order for your profit target, you did not set a limit order to grab your profit, that trade that was profitable first has now become a losing trade. How do you feel about that? Tell me, my friend, how do you feel about that? It's not a nice feeling. I remember one time I took a few trades, 3 trades in fact, and those trades were profitable, big time. There was some economy news and I pressed the trade, and those trades were profitable, but I did not place my limit orders, my target, okay, my profit target, okay, limit order. And as I check it, those trades disappear. And then I check the chart, my friend. It was first profitable before becoming a losing trade. And I learned from that I must set my target level. I must set a limit order to grab a profit target level. But other traders that have more experience will argue with me and say, George, but there is also a disadvantage of doing that because sometimes you may grab more profit. Yes, it is true. So here it is. Let me show you something on my chart. All right. So this is a bit of blah, blah, blah from my side. Here it is. You place the trade here. You sell. You are a greedy seller, my friend. Are you? So the price went down big time. Okay. But because you are busy, like a busy bee, doing other things for your boss, you are in a full-time employment, trading the forex market part-time. All right. Here it is. But then the price did change direction. All right, that's one scenario. But what my colleague, my friend will argue about and say, Joe, you stupid boy, I don't know why you laying your forex from. Sometimes it's better not to place that, limit order to grab profit. The best approach is, all right, to use tiny stop loss or to just let it go and check it later. But there is some advantages for not placing, all right, that profit target level, which means you may place the trade, all right, you place the trade right here, you set your profit target here, okay, so you set your profit target here, but as the price goes down, okay, you set your profit target for 50 pips or 40 pips or 30 pips, depending on what you are trying to do, all right? So your target is there, price goes down, pierce through your limit order, which is your profit target level, the trade is automatically closed by your broker. The profit is banked for you. You did not lose. All right, my friend? But the price continued to go down. All right. So price continued to go down. and went down up to 100 pips. So during your break time, you check your screen, okay? You go to your Google Pixel 2 or you go to your iPad Pro, all right? This is not what I want to show you here. Okay? And then you see clearly that, all right, I could have taken 100 pips. I could have taken 200 pips. I could have taken, all right, more. I should not have placed that, okay, profit target, okay, limit order. But my friend, as a part-time trader, your main concern is not to lose. And your main concern is to control the risk. Remember that any time that you did not lose is a good news. Whether it's a small win, it's a win. The most important thing in the Forex market is not to lose. That's it. Though the price went down more than you have gained from, all right, it is okay. There will be another winning trade. That's what I would say to my friends that are saying to me that, George, you shouldn't place the limit order for the profit target. Always place the limit order because you do not want to see a profitable trade that turns to become a losing trade. That will affect you the whole day, almost the whole week. And it's not good. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of time. So you have spent most of your time looking at your chart on your desktop, on your laptop, all right? All right? You are looking at your whatever it is, Dell SPS 13, all right? All this beautiful gadget that you got. You analyze your chart from the desktop.
In the market for a new laptop this year? Not only do we have the top 3 best laptops, but we also have the best prices to go along with it.
Okay, trader, my apology for that sound. So let's continue with our discussion, all right? So that's it, all right? Place a limit, a stop order to close the trade profitably, all right? This is very, very important for a part-time Forex trader. The third mistake that a part-time Forex trader is making is this, all right? Third mistake, it is also a mistake to place multiple trades at the same time when one is at work. As one is working, one is not in control of those trades. Therefore, one cannot quickly cut losses as soon as possible as someone who is a full-time Forex trader. Indeed, it will be better for a part-time Forex trader to place 1 or 2 trades at a time. All right. So talking about the combating a part-time Forex trading mistake like a rapid intervention force, part 1. The third mistake that the part-time Forex traders are making is that they are placing many trades. It is a mistake, all right? Why? Because you are exposing yourself to multiple risks. First, you are not watching the market, all right, full time, so you are working first, all right? Your priority to work for your boss. And the second mistake that you are making is that, all right, you have, okay, a narrow viewpoint. So you are looking at the market from a narrow viewpoint, talking about your smartphone or your deck or your smartphone or your tablet. All right. So you are not watching the market full time. You are watching the market from a narrow viewpoint, from a smartphone or from a tablet. And at the same time, you are placing multiple trades. You should not do that. What a part-time Forex trader should do is to place 1 or 2 trades, and that's it. Because if you place 1 trade, you are at work, you manage that trade, it becomes a profitable trade, and then, okay, you grab your profit. And if you have access to the desktop, you analyze the chart again, and then you can place another trade later on. All right, that will be the best approach. So those are just the first three mistakes that the part-time forex traders are making, and they must combat those part-time forex trading mistakes like a rapid intervention force. In the second part of this series of video, I will be talking about another three types of mistakes that the part-time forex traders are making, so they may do something about it, about a rapid intervention force to improve their part-time forex trading. So to summarize this video very fast, the first part-time trading mistake that a part-time forex trader must combat, is to analyze first the charts from a desktop, not a smartphone, not from a tablet. I'm not saying that we cannot analyze the chart from a smartphone. I'm not saying that we cannot analyze the chart from a tablet. I'm not saying that the smartphone are not useful to a technical trader. All I'm saying that we should use the smartphone, we should use the tablet more efficiently, best to execute the trade when we are trading part-time from work. But what we should do first is to analyze the chart from a desktop to have a better viewpoint, a bigger viewpoint, before switching to the Google Pixel 2 or iPad Pro. All right. The second mistake that we have discussed in this tutorial is very, very important. All right. Is that a lot of part-time forex traders do not use a limit order to take their profit. So anytime you are trading part-time and you place a trade, you set your stop loss, remember to place a limit order to close the trade. How much pip are you expecting from that profit target, that trade? So the price always going from one key level to the next key level, and there is always a midpoint target. Are you willing to take your profit at a midpoint target because you are a part-time forex trader, or do you want to let it run all the way to the ultimate target level? All right. So remember to set your profit target using a limit order, which is free, in your trading software. The third mistake that we have discussed today, that a part-time forex trader must combat as a rapid intervention force. Are you feeling like a rapid intervention force? All right, my friend. So there is an emergency. You hear the ambulance, they are running for emergency decision. So you must take also urgent action, to combat those trading mistakes. So the third part-time forex trading mistake, is to place multiple trades. So some part-time forex traders are placing 5 trades. If it's working for you, then it's not a big issue. If it's working for you, leave it alone. Don't fix it if it's not broken. Yes or no? If you don't fix it, if it's working, good, leave it alone. But if it's not working, if you have been losing consistently without even feeling it, if you have been giving away thousands of dollars, thousands of euros, thousands of British sterling pounds over the year, or month by month, or week by week, without even feeling it, well, it's time to do something about it, like a rapid intervention force, which means, my friend, from now on, place a trade, place a stop loss, you must set a limit, a profit target level. So you may say, Joe, sometimes I don't like it because they may only pay me 30 pip. I could have gained 100 pip. But all you do care about, what is more important for you, my friend, is to control the risk, and to keep adding to your trading account bit by bit instead of losing a bit by bit. So this will conclude our discussion today about combating part-time forex trading mistake like a rapid intervention force, part 1. In part 2, we'll be talking about another 3 specific part-time forex trading mistake that one must know and one must combat like a rapid intervention force. If you like this video, if this video has been truly useful to you personally, give us the thumbs up. If you think that, George, I do not care about your blah 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 on YouTube. This is another useless performance. Do not hesitate to mark it down. Alright? If you think this is an essential tutorial, feel free to share it with your friends on Google+, on Twitter, on Facebook, and also on Reddit. Until the next time, enjoy yourself and be very happy. We are the GSTW24 traders talking about combating part-time Forex trading mistake like a rapid intervention force, part 1. Happy trading to you all and speak to you soon.